this video, I will talk about what is smart contracts and how does smart contracts impact current business model. Let's start from blockchain first. One of the best things about blockchain is that because it is a decentralized system that exists between different parties, there is no need to pay intermediaries, and it saves you time and costs. In 1994, Nick Szabo realized that the decentralized ledger could be used for smart contracts. Otherwise, it's also called as self-executing contracts, blockchain contracts, or digital contracts. In this format, contracts could be converted to computer code, stored, and replicated on the system. More importantly, it can be supervised by the network of computers that run the blockchain. That would also result in ledger feedback, such as transferring money and receiving the product or service. So what are smart contracts? Smart contracts help you to exchange money, property, shares, or anything of value that in a transparent, conflict-free way while avoiding the service of a middleman. The best way to describe smart contracts is to compare the technology to a vending machine. Normally, you would go to a lawyer or a notary, pay them, and wait while you get documents. With smart contracts, you simply drop Bitcoin into the vending machine, which is the ledger here, and your escrow, driving license, or whatever drops into your account. More so, smart contracts not only define the rules and the penalties around an agreement in the same way that a traditional contract does, but also automatically enforce those obligations. However, smart contracts are far from perfect. What if there's bugs getting the code? Or how should governments regulate such contracts? Or how would governments tax these smart contracts transactions? So what happens if I send the wrong code? Because blockchain is a different situation. Unlike the traditional contract, you are still able to, in a way, fix the mistake in the contract. But smart contracts, when it performs, no matter what, it will execute. So users has to be sure the code they wrote in is 100% correct. So why do we have to trust smart contract? First of all, they are immutable, which means a smart contract can never be changed or no one can tamper with or break a contract. Secondly, they are distributed, which means that the outcome of the contract is validated by everyone in the network, just like any transaction on a blockchain. Distribution makes it impossible for an attacker to force control to release funds, as all other participants would detect such an attempt and mark it as invalid. So what does it mean for business models? Smart contracts remove the need for intermediaries and allow for transparent, direct relationship with customers. So that means a business can direct dealing with customers. Second, it is resistance to failure. Since businesses aren't dependent on a third party, no single person or entity is in control of data or money. Decentralization means that even if any individual leaves the blockchain network, the network will continue to function with no loss of data or integrity. It will reduce the potential fraud, and it will also be cost efficient. Eliminating intermediaries remove additional fees, allowing business and their customers not only to interact and transact directly, but also to do so with low to no fees for transactions. Unlike the traditional centralized business model, smart contracts foster a new kind of business relationship built on trust. Significant change takes time, but blockchain technology is already impacting businesses.